You know what's pretty wild is yesterday in that video, I literally talked about ego death and ego transcendence. And yesterday I was presented with a, never say test, an opportunity to where I could repeat an old cycle, or I could break the cycle and move in a completely different new direction. And had to choose a new direction. Complete ego death, complete shattering and recalibration of my mind the same day I put out that video. And so it's right on time. The universe works in mysterious, very mysterious ways, but it's always a blessing. Anyway, I got a download a couple weeks ago, and it had to do with this idea that they say that heaven and hell, aren't something that we experience after we transition, that heaven and hell both exist right here in our conscious minds, and we can create them, either one of those states, in the present moment. And so I always understood that intellectually, but as I was meditating and I got this download about that concept, I was like, oh, like I can be in heaven right now, like right now in this present moment, like, out here, I'm looking at it, literally, I'm looking at heaven. And I was like, oh, I never looked at reality as if I was already in heaven before, in a very literal way. And so I took everything in, and then it was like, you've never seen this before, breathe into it. And I was like, what would that be like to breathe into heaven? And so I was like, okay, let me breathe into heaven. And the best way that I could describe the breath was like being underwater and discovering you can breathe, but you've never done it before. So you're trying to learn how to breathe underwater for the first time. So it was just this like, almost like you're trying to catch your breath underwater, even though you're not used to breathing underwater. It's really hard to explain. But I was like doing that over and over, and my conscious mind was like, keep breathing in heaven, keep breathing in heaven, keep breathing in heaven. And the more I did that breath, what it turned into was a very short cycle. So I was inhaling through my nose, breathing into my heart chakra, and then the exhale was out of my heart chakra into the ether, and then breathing right back into my nose. And so it became this cycle and this very short loop that I was doing over and over. And the more I just sat into that, the more present, the more conscious, the more my vibrations started to rise immediately. And I noticed that it became this heart chakra activation through the conscious breath. And I've been practicing it for a couple weeks now, and it always works immediately. And like I said, it's at first when I learned it, I was doing it very quickly, and then I learned to slow it down. And the more you slow it down, the more that heart chakra just energizes even more and like opens up and expands deeper beyond your vortex. And it's been life-changing in many, many moments where your mind gets active and starts to spiral and go in different directions based on scenarios or circumstances, and to stop and then just focus on your breath and do that inhale into your heart chakra and out into the ether, into not deep into your diaphragm, none of that. And it's been relatively life-changing, and I was completely surprised of how it was altering my state and altering my frequency immediately and so fast. And so I wanted to share that with you all, but not after I really practiced it and took it in and really explored it to make sure that it was working. And this could be something that already exists out there, I don't know, but it was something that I just naturally discovered in that meditation through that download. And try it out. I really hope that it benefits you in breathing into your heart and doing that as often as you can, And that's it for today. I'm going to work, write, and explore this new ego state. And I'll talk to you soon.